Hi, Laurence Galian here. And frankly, I am sick and tired of the horrible drugs that Big-Pharma is forcing on unsuspecting psychiatric patients who are suffering from depression, who are looking for a little relief. And the psychiatrist writes out on his or her prescription pad a prescription for some drug that when the patient takes it, they experience horrific side effects. I'm talking from something as seemingly innocuous as enormous weight gain to actual life-threatening strokes. I have seen this happen. I've known individuals to whom this has happened. I have seen it firsthand. People are suffering all sorts of sexual side effects, erectile dysfunction, and so forth from these Big-Pharma psychiatric drugs. So what I want to offer you today is a solution to that. Do-it-yourself formula, a safe formula, an effective formula. I'm not going to just give you some herbs or some folk suggestions that you read about all the time on the internet, but cutting-edge science involving neurotransmitters, amino acids, formulas that you can make at home to rid yourself of depression. So why don't we get started here? Now, this first formula is going to boost your serotonin, but not put it into the levels where you're going to experience enormous side effects like Big-Pharma produces. To begin with, you're going to need to get L-tryptophan. It's an amino acid, and I prefer that you get it in powder. If you can't get it in powder, please get it in capsules. You will need 500 milligrams. Next, vitamin B6. You will need 50 milligrams of this. 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And finally, 500 milligrams of niacin. Now please, do not get niacinamide or time-release niacin or time-release niacinamide. Some of you who have taken niacin know that when you take niacin, you often experience a skin flush. What happens is this, is when you take niacin, all your capillaries are flushed, flooded with blood, and this cleanses all your capillaries. It's a terrific skin cleanser. It cleanses all sorts of poisons and harmful substances from your skin. And you experience a kind of tingling sensation with this that some people enjoy. However, other people find this a little disconcerting, and so they switch to niacinamide. However, for the purposes of this formula, you need the pure niacin. Okay? Put up with the skin flushing for 5 or 10 minutes. It's absolutely harmless. It will purify your skin, remove toxins from your skin, and make your skin look much more youthful. Not just look much more youthful, but actually be free of toxins. Okay? So now what I do is I mix all of this up into a bottle of electrolyte solution. You can get electrolyte solution at just about any pharmacy, Walgreens, Walmart, pharmacies, and health food stores all sell now electrolyte solutions. Please try to get one that is as free as possible from chemicals and also free of the artificial sweeteners, which are a nightmare in themselves. Okay, so if you can, mix everything up in an electrolytic solution. If you can only get capsules, wash it all down with electrolyte solution. However, on an empty stomach. This is very important. Do this first thing in the day when you wake up. Okay? It must be on an empty stomach. And if possible, get this L-tryptophan in powdered form. Now, this formula that I just gave you will increase the amount of serotonin in your brain, in your gut, and in your bodily system. I will now give you another formula. Well, let me say this. The first formula is excellent for those who suffer from depression accompanied by a great deal of anxiety. Now, I am going to give you another great formula that will produce and increase the amount of dopamine in your system. And for those of you who have investigated dopamine, you know that this is an amazing, feel-good neurotransmitter that will help you with your memory, which will help you with your mental acuity, which will help you feel terrific, get rid of your depression, which will help you with any sexual problems that you may be having, increase your sexual desire. Okay, so what you need is L-Tyrosine, the amino acid L-Tyrosine. Now, I buy mine in powdered form, in bulk, from a company that is called Pure Bulk. I do not work for them, and I'm not receiving anything from them for mentioning them in this video. However, to find them on the internet, go to http://purebulk.com. That's one word, purebulk.com. There is no www before the Pure Bulk. Okay? And if you want to reach them by phone, dial 1-541-679-1500. Again, that's 1-541-679-1500. And you want to ask for L-Tyrosine, Tyrosine, and this company is wonderful. It comes with a complete certificate of analysis. I highly recommend it. And this powder mixes very well with your electrolytic solution. So, at the very least, 500 milligrams of you start to feel positive and the depression leaving you. You want to combine this in the formula with 50 milligrams of vitamin B6. That's 50 milligrams of vitamin B6, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and then you're going to need some copper. About 1 to 3 milligrams is fine, no more. But you need a capsule of copper. Again, you want your niacin, no niacinamide or time-release niacin, just the pure niacin. And finally, a fabulous vitamin, folic acid. Now, most of you know that pregnant women today are all given folic acid because it is essential for the proper development of the fetus. It's essential for proper gene expression. Now, what they don't tell you is that it's also necessary for proper gene expression in us adults. If you find that your hair is beginning to gray a little bit, take some folic acid and watch how magically the gray disappears from your hair. Folic acid is a fantastic vitamin. It's part of the B vitamin family. We don't have time now to get into all its great benefits, but even if you do not take my depression formula, take folic acid and you will notice the difference, okay? So there's your formula for increasing the dopamine in your system. L-Tyrosine, at least 500 milligrams in powdered form, vitamin B6, 50 milligrams, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, copper capsule, 1 to 3 milligrams, niacin, 500 milligrams, and folic acid. Now, those of you who have been trusting your psychiatrist and taking these absolutely absurd and ridiculous drugs that these pharmaceutical companies are churning out are probably experiencing sexual side effects. The fact is, most people who take serotonin reuptake blockers experience serious sexual side effects. They have repressed this information. They don't want you to know this. So, for those of you who are experiencing erectile dysfunction or any kind of sexual lack of sexual desire, I am going to give you one more quick formula that you're going to enjoy. Find yourself some L-Arginine powder. You're going to need a lot. 5,000 milligrams, okay, or 5 grams of L-Arginine powder. Again, you can mix this up in your electrolyte solution, and I recommend taking this with something called Citrulline. Citrulline is spelled Citrulline. Now, citrulline makes the effect more long-lasting. However, citrulline is not absolutely necessary. you can get by on just the L-arginine powder. But again, 500 milligrams is not going to do anything. You need the 5,000 milligrams in powdered form. So, also the arginine is a great substitute if you cannot obtain tyrosine. I just wanted to mention that. So I want to wish you great luck, and I do understand firsthand the terrible side effects that these antidepressants produce, and I am committed to helping you free yourself from depression in an all-natural way, in a healthy way, and in a side effect free way. So, best of luck to you. Don't worry, smile, be happy. God loves you, and I'm wishing you the very best. Bye for now, and we'll be talking real soon.